When I start talking about the good things in my life, man, I get fired up. I get real passionate about it. When I start talking about the old stuff, my mind it can get pretty dark. It gets pretty dark. I have a father who's an alcoholic. My mom worked several jobs for us to get by when we were young. She divorced my dad when I was in the 5th grade. We moved to a little town in Gore, Oklahoma. Growing up in high school, 14 years old, I was extremely popular, but there was always something inside of me that I just felt empty. That's where the drinking started. I continued to do things that I wasn't supposed to do, and I got pregnant. She was born 5 weeks early. This is where the opiate addiction started. I graduated nursing school, top of my class, but during that time, I'm still drinking and getting pain medication however I can, whenever I can. By the time I was pregnant with Autumn, it became extremely difficult. She was born 2 months premature. My marriage at that time was just falling apart. We divorced, and he got custody of my kids. I overdosed at a patient's house and lost my nursing license. My mom pretty much was done with me. My life spiraled out of control because I'd lost everything. I became a monster. And I had an attitude towards life of, if you don't have anything left to lose, you don't have anything left to lose. October 27th of 2009, I had came to in jail. My face was swollen. I had 2 black eyes. I could hardly open my eyes and look at myself because I was so swollen. I think I had alcohol poisoning. And I can remember hitting my knees in that jail cell, and for the first time in my life, it wasn't about getting anything back. It wasn't, I want my kids back, or I want my mom, or it wasn't anything like that. I hit my knees and I told God, I don't want to die, and I'm dying. Please help me. And I can just remember this weight being lifted off my shoulders. I went into treatment again for the 4th time. The difference this time is I didn't do a whole lot of talking, and I did a whole lot of listening, because I knew that I could not do it on my own and that I had to have God's power. And I haven't drank or used any mind or mood altering substances in 9 years. And in that 9 years and in this walk with God, my life is so incredible today. God has been so good to me and has given me so much mercy and grace to walk through things in my life, because just because I got clean and sober doesn't mean my problems have just gone away. The difference is I don't turn to drugs and alcohol today. I turn to God. I turn to my church family. I have repaired relationships with my mom, my siblings, my girls. And so for me to come full circle and to walk right back into that same jail cell where I had sat multiple times on many occasions. And I share my story with those girls. And I tell them what God has done in my life today. And that if God can pull me out of that same pit, He can do the same thing for them too.